as real estate, it really comes down to the challenge. Every day I'm challenged with someone's goal, something they want to achieve. Either it's timing, it's money, or it could even be both in finding that perfect home. I love the challenge and working through it with them and delivering those keys, helping complete that transaction and helping someone's goals come true for that current year. There's nothing I'm more passionate about than helping someone achieve their goals. We're a completely different animal than anyone else out there. As far as our market's concerned, there aren't many places where you get this much home for less money, especially considering there's no state tax, property tax is so low, cost of living across the board is low, so we're very sought after more than other areas in some cases. And at the same time, our price points are very affordable for most people. So that keeps our inventory low because we have so many people coming in. And just like they say, supply versus demand, our supply is very limited and our demand's very high. So our market does not offset like others do sometimes. Here in Las Vegas, the pandemic had actually sprung us forward. It practically forced us into the future. People that are going to be purchasing a year, 2 years down the road, now they're put in position where they're looking at early retirement. They might be laid off, they might not be working right now. So those people that were going to move or even downgrade their home in Vegas to a smaller property due to retirement has actually moved up their timeline. So in real estate here local in Las Vegas, it's keeping us incredibly busy. Now other markets out there, it's changed them because there's other more expensive markets that people are flocking out of. So they're actually gaining inventory. There are sales, there are transactions, but they do not have people moving locally. Places in the East Coast, for instance, like New York City, it's 80% empty right now. Places like California, people are booking out of there. We had a steady stream of California people coming to Las Vegas to move where it's lesser expensive. Now it's more like a 6-lane highway and people are flocking out of California to come to Las Vegas. Anybody that's looking to do really well in real estate, it really comes down to following a system and having a great coach. What we did here with my company is we developed a platform to train agents so they can learn right for the computer. Especially right now, currently, people aren't coming into the offices as much. They're not getting as much training. They don't have the mentorship. So once again, it really comes down to, do you have a system to train and give someone the ability and knowledge to go out there and take a client by the hand from step 1 to step 3? And who is their mentor? You have both of those and you're going to be unstoppable. When it comes down to home buyers or home sellers, it's working with the right agent. The right agent that's going to be well educated on the market, that's going to guide you down the right road, what's going to be best for your future investment. The best thing they can do is interview multiple agents to find out who's willing to put the work in, who's going to pick up the phone call after 5 p.m., who's going to pick up the call on the weekends. Take this market right here in Las Vegas, we're limited on inventory. If you have an agent that's not picking up the phone, you may miss the house of your dreams. So make sure you trust the agent you're working with, and they're going to help you get to your goal, whether you're buying or selling. I think it's always important to know the market. Real estate controls a lot out there. It's a large part of our economy. So whether you're buying real estate or even whether you're looking at stocks, it's important to know what the market is, because that's a lot of our money and a lot of our investments. It's also our future retirement as well. There's a lot of it. We're always going to face it. There's situations to where you may have an agent that's working a deal and the deal doesn't come together. Maybe somebody's credit changed. Maybe they went out and bought a boat during the transaction. Maybe they just had a rough time with a client and the personalities didn't match up together. Just like in anything out there, if you're playing football, you don't show up to the Super Bowl ready to play. You go through practice. During practice, it may be rainy, it may be muddy, it may be snowing outside, but either way, you're gonna practice. Get some bruised elbows, a little bit of blood on your chin, but you keep going forward. Whether it's real estate or any other business, you're gonna get bumped up, but if you really want it and you're really passionate, you're gonna enjoy that adversity. It helped out a lot. I've had several mentors along my journey. One of my mentors had mentioned to me over the course of the last year, said, something for you, Johnny Richardson. Always remember, as you go on through life, you have to upgrade your mentors. We're so worried about upgrading our phones and our iPhones and our Galaxies out there, we forget about upgrading our lives. And the way to do that is to upgrade our mentors, somebody that will help take us to the next level and achieve other goals. So yes, I believe in mentors and always looking for new ones. Well, as far as when it comes down to success, I think it's more than money. I think it's a balance among many levels. So I have a very successful life, but I'm always looking to achieve more success. That's more love in my life with my fiance, a closer relationship with my mom, even though she's one of my best friends. It's having the ability to take off when I want, but also at the same time to get up, work, bust my butt, make good money so I can afford to help the others around me that are in need. And I think we're always looking to do more, not just to have the income, but have the ability to help others and help the ones we love around each other. So I have achieved success, but not the level of success I want. Absolutely. This $15 million penthouse, it's the creme of the creme. If you're looking to be on the top of Las Vegas, practically standing on the stars, see every amazing casino from the Wynn, the Encore, Caesar's Palace, taking it all in and enjoying the finer things in life, you've practically stepped into heaven when it comes to Las Vegas living, as they say. It is absolutely amazing to have everything at your fingertips as far as entertainment, dining, the city life, but then just make a left down the street and have everything else as far as outdoors, walks in the park with your favorite person or even your favorite furry buddy. There isn't anything that it's missing. It's not about the money, it's more about the opportunity in this unit. The way I was raised growing up in New Jersey, my mom always brought us up, you always want to give a helping hand to others. No matter how bad or how good you have it, there's always somebody out there in need. And everybody has the ability to help others. Sometimes it's not even with money. Sometimes it's a helping hand to go out there and feed the homeless, for example, or even bring out donations. That's something that's always been important to me. It was how I raised, whether it was ingrained or practice, but was embedded in me to do the right thing. Because it's important. We are well off. We have a roof over our heads. We have meals. We have money in the bank. We can pay for our phones. Other people don't always have that. And if we can give them a little bit of hope, you have no idea how far you can take their happiness, their growth to the next level and give them an opportunity for success. It's always about getting more. And when I say more, I'm not talking about money. It's about doing more and being better as a person. So when I get up, what can I learn more? How much more reading can I do for the day? What can I do to make my relationship a better relationship and my fiance happy to where she loves me even more today than it is the previous day? On top of that, like I said, my mother being my best friend, she practically raised us 3 boys. It is very, very important to me to make sure that my mother's completely happy with the hard work she put in, with us being crazy boys at the house and going through growing pains, that it was all worth it at the end of the day. If I was looking at my younger self, I'd say, forget about chasing the girls. running around, partying with the boys. You work hard, but work harder and do not get distracted. A little bit of VR I have experienced. Stuff like in a mall, for example, where I went into a virtual reality experience. But this is a whole new level here, and it's absolutely wild. So I'm really happy to be a part of it. Well, I definitely want to see myself. So that's one thing right there. Besides that, I think it's absolutely awesome. I'm a big outdoors person. I'm an adrenaline junkie. So if I were to name my top 3, I'd say mountain biking, skydiving, and Lamborghinis. It was amazing. Amazing crew. It's fun. It was exciting. Had the ability to give great content out to others out there. Help educate people. Hopefully this will touch people in a way they're seeking more information. I think all in all together, it was just an awesome experience. Folks, it's not just about real estate here. I'm very relationship driven, and that's what's most important to me. Very passionate about real estate, whether you're buying a small piece of real estate or a big piece of real estate. What will always help you get to your goal is the relationships that you make along the way. It's not about the destination, it's the journey and what you're doing during the journey.